keeping it down when the plane hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the...
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We go tonight. 120. Check pass. DC.
On first down, Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
14. First down, Rams.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
I got him. Kill.
2 for 1.
On first down, gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. These two teams squaring off here in Week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they dominated this series. They won into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Check out. Check. Yeah. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw it. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Cut. 180. Cut.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down, Rams.
Up, like 20. We got right coming. Watch out.
On 1st down, Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And the Rams first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Now you won. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. The Panthers get it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's coming. He's at the 6. Pull it. Now. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 9. Check 9.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Give him 30 yards there.
It's a gain of 30.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. After the run, Goff going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And the Rams first down.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So the coach putting the blitz on. And remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? And that's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Tighten up. He's checking. Crash. Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
41's the mic. Check 41. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Show it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike 41. We've got to wait. You got nothing to that. You got nothing. Jack Rabbit. Jack Rabbit.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come with...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Slam, slam, slam.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch this. Watch it. Check.
Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Point out. All right. One out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Picked a good spot there to dial the blitz up the middle.
Yeah, and it's hard to really figure out where guys are going to come from when you're facing a 3-4. Because they can come from the left, the right, just as you noted, up the middle. When you've got those linebackers who are kind of hybrid guys, they can rush the pass or all drop in coverage, hard for an offense to figure out where the pressure is going to come from.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here we go. 15 on it. I like the 59. Man, that's trash. Slam. Switch. Check. Undercrush. Echo.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Goff now looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me, and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, you know, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism and timing can make up for that lack of 3 inches.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
180! 54! Mike, 54! Let's put him on the buses. BC! Hey, alert 3! Shit!
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go, D! Let's go!
breakaway this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check, 43. Cover. 14. Out here all day.
Now a give, right side. Akers, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Tight dog. Watch out. Go. Motion. Mike. Yeah. 59's Mike. 59's 66. Pull it. Check.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Gives it to the first man through the fullback Arma. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Trying to power it in with Arma. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight right. We got three, fellas, we got three.
On first down, Akers, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That's where you belong.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Gone. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And a fake here, direct snap to the up man, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Rush in.
They'll run with Davis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Davis. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Mike 51. Did you get this boy?
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami, and the Ravens now really pouring it on. A win would be their first of the young season.
All day.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason?